is going on, everybody? I suppose the first thing I need to do here on my video is introduce myself. My name is Derek, aka SHOCKDiiESEL to you guys. Some of you may know me from the gaming community, playing competitive Call of Duty on the game battle scene. I decided to buy a new bike at the end of last season, and since the weather just broke here, I figured, you know what, it was time to bring out the Drift Ghost and try something new. Start motovlogging. Obviously my setup here isn't complete yet, as I'm still waiting on an external mic so I can plug it into my Drift there and get it installed into my helmet. Just waiting on it to be shipped so I can actually vlog while I'm riding. But I didn't want to I didn't want to bore you guys here with this video, so I decided, you know what, why don't I just throw a little bit of an overdub here with my voice here in the editing room to keep you guys entertained as much as possible. So I guess the first thing I should do here is answer the biggest question that you may have right now, and that's what am I riding? Well, I am riding a 1998 Honda CBR 900RR. Here's the insert I'll picture right here for you. But as you can tell right here, I slowed the video down. I don't know if you guys caught it, but what he did there was he kept me, this guy let me know, hey, we're about to go through the twisties here, so be aware and pay attention. Because we had been riding for some time before that. I kind of edited the video here to kind of cut out some of the boring parts. But he was just wanting to let me know, hey, this is where the twisties are coming up. And that's kind of important when we come up through this video, because that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today here. And that's, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. So, as you know, like I said, I was riding that 1998 CBR 900RR, as you saw in that picture. It is black, white, and a little bit of orange in the flames there, or whatever the wings that they have on the bike. So, most importantly, let's kind of get back into what I wanted to talk about in the video. So, I've been riding for about 6 years now. Until recently, I just rode very casually. Just through, the city, going out cruising. Get on the highway, just go around enjoying myself. But more recently, I decided, you know what? I wanted to become better. I wanted to be a better motorcycle rider. I didn't know exactly, how much better I could be until I really kind of started to learn all the things that I was doing incorrectly. And trust me, it's a learning curve. So I'm still, as you could tell in some of these parts of these videos, I do some really stupid stuff, and that's just gonna come with learning. So hopefully as these videos progress, you guys will notice me getting better. I really like the spot that we're in here. There's a lot of curves here, some really serious curves. The only thing I didn't like about it was we had some deer run-ins, which was kind of scary. Deers crossing the street as we're coming through corners. When you're doing 50-55 miles an hour through a corner and a deer is there, as most of you guys know, what's the worst thing you can do is hit the brakes when you're going through the corner. So we got kind of later in the afternoon, and it just kind of worried some. So that's one thing I didn't like about it. But I really want to hit this spot up a lot, because it seemed like it could really teach me quite a few things. But anyway, let me get back to my topic. So like I mentioned, I've been riding for about 6 years, casually on the highway. But I wanted to improve. I wanted to become better. This isn't because I wanted to go faster or be more reckless. I just wanted to master the skills of how to ride the motorcycle effectively. I know how to do all the basics like counter steering, throttle control, downshifting, upshifting, quick braking, etc. But I wanted to learn the more advanced techniques like trail braking, knee dragging, through the corner, kind of keeping that good body position, keeping that roll on through corners so that you're getting the best traction possible. In short, I just was tired of those chicken strips I always had. So what I did? I sat down, I watched some YouTube videos. I read the Motorcycle Bible, Twist of the Wrist 2. If you guys haven't, I always recommend it. I think there's a YouTube video out there now. Definitely the book if you're trying to learn how to become a better rider. That's really the most important thing you can read. And I really tried to educate myself on becoming a better rider. I wanted to go do more group rides. I wanted to find good spots to ride, like this spot here that I'm in now. I wanted to learn more about the area, and most importantly, I just wanted to meet new people who enjoyed riding motorcycles. So recently I joined a website called ohioriders.net, cbrforums.com. I just joined as many forums as I could, even motovlog. I was kind of going through that a little bit. But I was just trying to find new people in my area that like to ride just to ride. Not, they didn't ride when they needed to go do something. They just wanted to go out, and that was what they wanted to do, is just go out and ride, because that's what I enjoy doing. This is one of the reasons why I want to start vlogging, because I am passionate about riding motorcycles, and I want to be better, and I want you guys to be able to come along with that ride as well. So in the pursuit of finding some, some of these forums here, I met this gentleman that I'm riding with here today on the OhioRiders.net forum. That's the one I go to most because it's in Ohio. So it's more likely that I'm going to meet people. So I've been trying to do some videos here, or trying to find some people that I'm local with so I can ride. So I hit him up, sent him a message. I said, hey man, if you're looking to ride, hit me up. I'm trying to be better. I'm not the best, but I know all the basics, and hit me up. I said, yeah man, I just want to be able to go out there and ride and kind of overly do the same passion that I have. He asked, he said he had a good spot. Obviously the spot is amazing, so he found a good spot. He asked me to meet him up. I did. So we went out to the bar there, met him up, and he showed me this spot, man. But before I went there, I'd never met the guy before, so I was kind of nervous. How hard was he going to push through corners? Was he going to kind of want me to keep up, etc.? So I was a little bit nervous in the fact that I didn't want to overly think, and this is a pretty scary spot here. I start getting really wide here. So when I look back at this video, if you could tell, what I did was I just kind of target fixated. I wasn't looking through the corner enough, and it actually almost really screws me up here later in this video when I go real wide and then there's an oncoming car, and I almost kind of ate it. But that was kind of the point where I was like, maybe I should slow down a little bit. I was pushing myself a little bit more than my skills probably could have started from the beginning. So, but we'll come to that part when we get to it. But like I said, I was kind of a little bit nervous. I didn't want to crash, but at the same time, I wanted to learn. I wanted to kind of push myself through these kind of corners, because these are stuff that I'm not really used to. I'm riding in the streets, just riding casually. It's along straight narrows, very gradual curves. I'm not used to this kind of thing, but this is the kind of stuff I wanted to do. But I want to say, man, I was super glad I ended up agreeing to doing it, because I'll tell you, he was pretty sweet, man. He definitely knew how to ride a motorcycle. I mean, obviously the 330 Racing probably could have told me that, but the thing that I was most impressed about is he didn't push me to be he only pushed me as fast as I wanted to be. Every time we went and stopped, a couple times here, as you see at the end, he kind of talked and said, he was kind of nervous, especially about this spot that I'm about to come up here. I was trying to push myself to catch up a little bit. And this is the corner coming up here soon, where I almost get into my accident. But he was like, yeah man, you gotta be you gotta do what you can do here. This is actually the corner here. So I come in too shallow and I get wide, and that was really scary. So I just kind of had to lean it down a little bit more than I was used to. Good thing that the bike responded well, so that was good. It's fresh tires kind of thing. But anyway, back to what I said. Like I said, he was giving good hand signals. In the beginning of the video when I slowed it down, he was kind of letting me know, hey, this is where the twisties are coming up. There was a couple times he told me, even at the beginning before we even started, he said, hey man, I'm going to give you your distance, you give me my distance, let me pick my own line, don't try to jam up on me too close. And I understood that, so that was great, But at the same time, every time we came to a stop sign, he was always there waiting for me to catch up. And that's important, when you're going out on group rides or when you're riding with people, you don't want to lose each other, because that kind of defeats the purpose of riding together. So, every time he was at a stop sign, he was always there to let me catch up. Even though I was a lot slower than he was, because obviously clearly he was a much more experienced rider. So that's kind of the gist of this video here, is what are some tips that you guys have that I can kind of learn from to kind of be better at group rides or tandem riding like this is. As I watched the video, obviously I learned a lot of my issues here is I'm coming too shallow into the corner. I know the principle was like outside to in. So you want to kind of come outside of the curve, and as you go through the apex, you want to come through the apex right through and then back out again. As I'm watching a lot of these videos, I'm coming in way too soon and not letting the apex hit me before I come in, which is causing me to really go wide in a lot of corners. So that's another great thing about sitting here watching these videos, is that you can kind of look at your own thing that you're doing here and learning, hey, what am I doing wrong here? Example for here, this one I actually did okay, kind of came into the apex a little bit better, still came a little bit wide, but I think that was just me not really doing it. But there he is waiting for me at the stop sign. That's what I enjoyed about riding with this gentleman. Even after the fact, he sent me some messages to my phone, thanking me for coming out with him. It's things like that really makes the community here, makes me excited to learn new things. So, hopefully by this coming up weekend here, I'll have my mic set up here, so I'll start vlogging as I'm riding instead of having to overdub. Let me know how you guys think of my first vlog here. Kind of just overdubbing it here, but let me know what you guys think. what I can do better. And until next video, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, comment, like, whatever you need to do, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.